conquering. No living life on life's own terms. No making a difference. No. Fruitful leadership. And so there's just a couple more. And the F, I was struggling with this. The F is, since we know one of the pitfalls is fear, let's make the F fearless. David, he was fearless. Saul was scared with the rest of the Israelites about dealing with Goliath. David showed up unskilled, even though he did have a little experience, because he had down and he did a little something to the bear and the lion. But he hadn't any real experience in battle, man on man. But he was ready because he was walking by faith and he believed God, and he stepped in and he walked by faith and courage rather than by fear and doubt. You gotta be fearless, man. Women, you got to be fearless. Life shows up, you get attitudes. My facilitator the other day, the women were just giving her the blues. And she called and said, I think I'm done. I said, I think you're not. And I think, you're having a hard time. And I understand it, and I empathize with you. And tell me about what happened. And, oh, God, it's so bad. Oh, my God, this must be so difficult. Yeah. But it's going to be all right. Because God called you to your position. And he who began a good work in you shall complete it. He doesn't start anything he doesn't finish. So fearless. The U is for uncompromising. You'll know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Our theme scripture is, you'll know the truth, and the truth will bind you. No, it will set you free. Uncompromising. Moving forward. As a matter of fact, the last two, you could say uncompromising. It has to do with truth, and the L is for love. Grace. Grace and truth. To be an effective, fruitful leader, you've got to have a balance of grace and truth. See, truth without grace, you give a person freedom to succeed. Grace without truth, you give a person a freedom to fail. But it's grace and truth where you give folk the freedom to succeed and fail. For fruitful leadership to take place, we got to give people room to miss the mark. Oh, Lord have mercy. The Bible says that love covers some sins. No. It covers every now and then a sin. No. It says love covers a multitude of sins. It's grace, freedom to fail, and truth, freedom to succeed. They go together. 4 ways I always say we do relationships. We either do truth without grace, which feels very condemning and judgmental, or grace without truth, which is really a license to sin. Hello. We leave them alone, and sometimes we do have to leave them alone for a minute. Step way back. God does it to us. He says, okay, you don't want to listen? Okay. He lets the enemy do his thing, beat us down near to death, have us hitting our bottoms, and then he shows us, and now, are you listening? Yeah, it's kind of like Verizon. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now there? And so he does that sometimes. But the ultimate way to do relationships and to be a fruitful leader is we do with. It's a lot of work, though. It takes work to do it with. You got to be patient, and you can't be impulsive, and you got to be in a place of acceptance, and you can't feel sensitive and get your feelings hurt all the time. You gotta develop some tough skin, and you've got to operate in a place of grace and truth. And the best way to do that is to remember how broken you still are. See, I know that I haven't arrived. They said, colleagues said, why do you keep going to those meetings? You're going to get loaded, or you're going to get high if you don't know. Why do you keep going? Because it works, it really does. And my disease is constantly trying to show me a way to get my needs met through wrong behavior. I'm just saying, see, listen, all behavior, when you're dealing with sin, when we're dealing with addiction, all behavior is trying to get, all wrong behavior is trying to get our needs met in the wrong way. I tell people all the time, no one sins to make their life worse. I mean, well, I don't know. Anybody like that? No! Somehow the enemy and our flesh and the world tricks us sometimes and tells us that you do this and it's going to actually make your life. That is the disease of addiction. So fruitful leadership operates from a place of faith and respect and unity and initiative and influence and teachability and firm fearlessness and uncompromising, and it's laced and it's undergirded and overshadowed with love. Thanks.
All right, let's hear it for him again. So, how would you like to sit across from a plate of garlic prawns and chow mein and drop the rock and be talking about principles like this? Leaders of Christ-centered recovery meetings. This is valuable. So, how do we access this tool? Mark? He's Gramps. So, okay, so now I'm a grandfather 2 times over. He only let me be Gramp when I only had one. But when number 2 came, I got to be a Gramps. Okay, so this is kind of like the new logo. There's the 12 steps to the cross. This is the tool, the Clean and Sober in Christ Recovery Network. And let me see. Home. Are you clicking on that right there? Can it come up at all? We're there. We're looking a little different. Oh, we're not getting much of anything here. That's okay. Scrolling. Oh, kaboom. Booyah. All right, stopping it right. Thank you, Grant. Mark. So you see on the right-hand side now, we have upcoming events. So this is our Leadership Summit on the right-hand side. If you got the Oroville Conference coming up, we click the webmaster. We want to say Recovery Conference coming on. We have the 4th of July Higher Power deal going on. Booyah, we got the parade coming up. Even monthly meetings. Monty, you can just pop that puppy up there, even though we're up there. So can you click on all locations for me, bro? Just go up to the top, upper right, all locations. Boom. So these are the regions. So when you want to find a meeting in a region that you want to go to, you just click on it. So let's go to South Bay, all the way down. Let's see. Randy's still here. Randy's there. All right. And click on South Bay. Did you click on it? Okay. All right. Oh, boy. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, it's up. It's up there. Now just get on the day of the week and go to Friday. Click on day of the week. All right. It's coming. All day of the week. On the right-hand side. Up. Oh, okay. Click on Friday. Okay, now hit search. Just see what we got. If you can hit search. Boom. Now scroll up. What do we got? Scroll up, 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 up. Look at there, Celebrate Recovery. On Lark Avenue. If you click on the Celebrate Recovery, booyah. Up, scroll. That's going to give you all the information for what time that meeting is, any nuances, anything you got going on. So this is how the tool works. And so this is just one meeting on a Friday night in the South Bay, wherever you're at. Because how many know that recovery is a shame-based ministry, right? So you might be going to church up in the peninsula. Nobody knows that you got a pornography issue. You want to come to the South Bay and hang out, and because your pastor doesn't want to know, right? Okay, so there we go. So thank you very much for that, Mark. I appreciate that. What we're going to do right now is stand up and shake it for just a minute. Come on. And we are going to ask